Viz Show. Today I have a special guest, BA Johnston, I'm talking to from
Yeah,
Hamilton.
Hamilton, Ontario.
What's up? Hamilton, Ontario.
Yes.
What part of Hamilton?
I'm not in Hamilton. I got in a fight with my mom during the start of COVID. So she had an Airbnb that was abandoned because no one was renting it because it's in Stayner. So I'm in Stayner, Ontario right now until the vaccine, and then I'll go back home.
Oh, crazy. Where is that?
It's near Angus.
Near Angus. I've never heard of that in my life.
They're all, that's probably part of the reason why the Airbnb was not successful. Is it was in Stayner and no one was vacationing there. So I don't know why she got it. Maybe it was cheap.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
We were fighting a lot because we were trapped at home. She couldn't go to the nail salon, and we were fighting.
Oh no!
She was like, "No one's using the Airbnb. You got to go." So here I am.
Oh no! Is this your first like real move out? Like fight? Like?
Well, fighting is. Yeah, I mean, it's the first. Yeah, I mean, you got to spread your wings at some point. I just knew that my flight would go further than Stayner, but this is where she landed, I guess.
I see.
Yes.
Well, I mean, how is it there? Is there a lot going on, or is it kind of quiet? Very quiet.
It was Foodland.
Oh.
You go to Foodland. That's it.
Yeah. Oh wow.
There's a bank. No Home Hardware. They got everything. 2 Chinese restaurants. A Mr. Sub. It's a great place to be.
Mr. Sub's good.
Sure. I haven't eaten there yet. I heard that it's good though.
Actually, no. Mr. Sub's not good. I like Subway.
I don't like either. I think they're both probably terrible.
Yeah, they probably are.
Hamilton subs are very important. So we take subs seriously because we have like 30 sub shops.
Well, which one do you eat at in Hamilton? What's your favorite spot?
Depends where I am. Right now, my favorite probably is Paradise Subs, but then you have to drive up the mountain. I don't always want to drive up the mountain. So sometimes I'll go to Mike's, the original Mike Subs, not because there's 6 Mike Subs, but they all hate each other. So I only go to one Mike Subs, and I'll go to the original on Ottawa Street. And then sometimes I'll go to Speedy's, because Speedy's pretty good too. He's actually quite speedy. It's not one of those things where they say his name is Speedy, but he's slow. He's speedy because he's speedy. He can make a sub in 20 seconds. So I like to watch him work.
Holy shit.
He's quick. So yeah,
okay.
Those are my sub shops right now.
Yeah. Well, like I'm like picky as F. Like if I get a sub, I'll get usually a steak sub. Like if you can get a steak subs like amazing, I'll just go there. That's it.
I'm hungry now. I want a sub now.
No, steak sub.
Or a steak. I don't get hot subs. I'm a cold sub guy.
Are you a cold sub guy? Well, that's good.
Sometimes, but not often.
Yeah. Well, before this, we were just chatting quickly. We were talking about eating mushrooms at concerts.
We were talking about that.
Yeah. What did you say? A Judas Priest concert?
I've seen Judas Priest not on mushrooms once. I think I've only ever seen them on mushrooms all the other times. Because I was DD once, unfortunately, at one concert.
Oh, yeah. You got to be responsible.
Because I didn't get my license until I was very old. So my friends were like, oh, you can drive now? Okay, you're driving us to Judas Priest because we drove you for 30 years. So dirt bags from Huntsville to Judas Priest. And I just stay sober.
Oh, so what was the last concert? If you can remember, what was the last concert you saw before all this stuff went down?
Ooh.
This is like 10 years ago. No.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No. I mean, I see a lot of I saw Phantom of the Opera. Does that count?
You did?
Yeah, I love Phantom. I saw Phantom in February. And that might have been the last thing I did. I was on mushrooms there too. I ate mushrooms.
No way. Dude, that would be so fun.
It was good. I mean, the Phantom is good, but on mushrooms, it's also really good.
Did you laugh?
I laughed. I cried. It's just someone laughed during the really sad part at the end where the Phantom kind of dies or whatever. And I was so mad because I was looking forward to getting all emotional. And then other people laughed, and I was like, don't you ruin the Phantom, because this is my favorite part. I think at the end,
oh my gosh,
love me or something. I'm the Phantom, and then he gives away his life or something. I don't know, but it was a good time.
Yeah. I think I saw that grade 6.
I think, I've seen it. I see it every once in a while. Like the Phantom's in town, I'm going to the Phantom.
I think that's hilarious. I saw Legally Blonde on Broadway in New York.
That's good. I like a play, so I would really see anything.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, brain fart. But when was okay, I'm surprised I haven't been to one of your shows before because I thought
everyone had to see me at this point at least once in the country.
I haven't. And I've been to shows, like so many shows. I can't believe I've never been to a BA Johnston show.
Usually you have to sit through me. Either I'm opening or you're just there for wings and I'm already there, or randomly you go for a beer and I just magically show up like an evil leprechaun to ruin your night. But everyone, I've annoyed the entire country, I thought by now.
Do you have like a really good like following? Do you find like your fans are diehard? Yeah, I feel like you do.
Fans are very supportive.
Yeah, that's cool. So when did you start? Like, let's go back a bit. When did you start doing this?
I was thinking about it last night. My first show was I think it was in 1994.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because I was trying to think how many years has it been? 20 years, and then I did some math, and I was like, oh my god, it's almost 30 years. So I've been playing in bars for almost 30 years. I just realized that yesterday. I'm very old, I guess.
That's why your name's old, BA Johnston. Okay, so wait, 30 years. So where have you gone? You've gone around Canada.
Played every province. I've played the Yukon. I played England and I played the States a couple times, mostly just Canada.
Oh yeah, we're in the States.
I played Niagara Falls and Iowa City.
That's so random.
Yes, it was very random.
Oh, that's cool.
I played Regina, Iowa, Sudbury. That was my tour routing.
Ooh. So do you normally go to bars? Like, do you pick dive bars? Do you like certain kinds of spots, or it doesn't matter?
I mean, I pretty much just been playing so long. I just played the bar that I play until it becomes a condo, and then I have to find a new. What I don't like is finding a new bar, which I find I have to do now as the bars are closing.
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah, because there'll be places like that I played for a decade, and you know everybody, and they don't hate you, and then now it's luxury apartments, and now you have to play someplace that you don't like, and they don't like you. It's not ideal.
Well, what were some of your, if you can remember, like favorite spots?
They closed the Pig's Ear Tavern in Peterborough, which was a bar. I think it predated Confederation, and I think it just closed 5 years ago. Now it's just abandoned because the condo guy didn't even develop it, so it's just an empty building. And then this St. Hollywood in Hamilton, which was a bar, I think, since the 90s continuously, and now it's going to be a luxury apartment of some kind.
I can't believe they closed that.
I think it's just for a lot of people that own the building. It's a question of the real estate is worth so much money.
Yeah.
Then why not just sell it and make a ton of money?
True.
You can't really fault people for that. I mean, I think if the building hadn't, quadrupled in value, we would have more venues. But it's the same. I'm gonna get on my real estate bandwagon and that's too hot. So that's the problem.
We just need to build our own venue. Everyone has their own venue, and that's it.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you build the venue and then someone is going to say, I'll give you 5 times what you paid for it, and then next thing I know, there's no venue and I'm just on a beach. How is sustainable? Wow.
So you're doing this new thing that I saw where you want to promote playing in people's driveways.
Yeah, that's what I do now. I'm a driveway bar. I'm a driveway musician now.
Is that so? How does that work? Like, say I want BA Johnston to play at my driveway.
You send me a text or email, and then I put you in my calendar, my cat calendar. I can't find it. And then I just go to your house and play a show.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how many people are there, I guess.
The shows have to follow COVID protocol. How I tell people they have to follow COVID protocol. Some people are more strict than others. I prefer them to follow whatever regulations are in place. I have everything is battery powered, so I don't really need to get in people's way or space or anything. So I can just show up and I can set up basically anywhere I want. So I can play in a pit or a roof or a lawn or backyard or on the street.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, last summer I started doing it, and I think I played like 50 shows or something.
Oh yeah.
So it was busy for me. And then with the bars being uncertain and I have no skills, the show must go on. Sadly, now it's going on your lawn.
Well, some of your songs, like, you know, we're all going to jail except for Pete. Who's Pete? I want to know who Pete is.
Pete's like my high school friend that he's like the friend that when you party with him, it's going to be problematic.
Yeah.
He's going to party too much and fall asleep in a bar, but he won't admit he's asleep. And then you have to wake him up, or he gets thrown out of Molson Amphitheater 5 times and then climbs up the back hill and gets caught in a fence because he yells at the security guard. He's that friend. So
I think we all had one.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, then you were that one.
Yeah, then it's you. You know, if you're looking at, you don't see them, look in the mirror because you are Pete.
Yo, Pete.
Yeah.
That's funny. And then what was another one? Sesame Street Fighter?
That I thought was clever, mixing Sesame Street with Street Fighter. Now I don't know if it is clever.
Well, yeah, it's clever.
Okay, sweet. Still clever.
And what so wait, moving to Ski Town. Okay, so these songs are so Canadian.
Well, I guess the Ski Town thing, yeah, I mean, a lot of my friends moved to ski towns. I always kind of wish I had.
Right? My whole crew I hung out with, we're going back in high school. Everybody moved out west.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, anyone listening to this who is leaving high school, you can go out west if you want and just have fun for a while. You don't need to go to Fleming College or whatever right away.
Yeah, well, they never came back. Nobody ever came back.
None of them came back?
No, they are all out there.
Oh, wow, nice. I'd say it's 50% of my friends came back.
Did they? Oh, yeah. They call Ontario Ontarable.
Oh yeah, that's real. My favorite is Ontario people that call it that when they get out there. You're like,
they're like, oh, Ontarable. So what about Hamilton? What are some of the nicknames people call Hamilton? Like the Hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer, or like
the Armpit, Mordor.
I call it the Armpit.
I mean, we get some hate for sure for being so good.
I actually love Hamilton, to be honest.
It's quite lovable. I mean, it's got a lot of character to it, I find, as a city.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess we always kind of thought of ourselves as the underdog with Toronto, who was like our more successful older cousin or something that didn't care about us at all. I don't know why we always hated them so much because they didn't think about us at all. Yeah, it kind of forced us to have our own identity in opposition to their identity, I guess. But now Hamilton is just Toronto because they've all moved there. So it doesn't really matter.
They're all moving to Niagara now too.
They're going there now? Because I think you're probably getting Hamilton people going there because now Hamilton is too expensive and now Brantford's too expensive and
now Toronto's like going down to get an apartment. It's less. If that makes sense.
You couldn't pay me enough to live there.
I lived there 10 years ago and it was still crazy. No, it was more than 10 years ago. It's like 15 years ago I lived there and it was still insane. I had a roommate the whole time. I couldn't imagine moving there now.
No, I'm too old for roommates. I'm done.
That's why you rebelled against your mom. You're like, I'm going to
I'm out, Mom. Double your own walk.
You can't be roommates anymore. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I have a funny thing that I found in Hamilton, actually. What is it, the Bruce Trail?
It's a hilarious trail, yes.
Did you hear about that abandoned skate park that's up there?
No.
Okay, well, there's this abandoned skate park. So it was like right before in the fall, I went out there with a bunch of people. I ate mushrooms and we found this abandoned skate park. If you ever go back to Hamilton, it's like the craziest thing. It's like right on the top. You could see Hamilton and it's the fucking skate park.
I mean, Hamilton, I guess, has a lot of abandoned stuff.
No, but it's right in the forest. Like, it's weird. I don't know.
Hamilton's got a bit of forest. When we were kids, we had like a bunch of couches in the forest. We'd like hang out there.
Oh, yeah. That's fun.
It's good times. No abandoned skate park, though.
I saw one, man.
I believe it's there.
Yeah.
I just think in Hamilton, you just see abandoned stuff. You're like, oh, there's an abandoned dairy factory or something. There's abandoned this.
Well, the funny part was all the kids that were there, they like owned it. So they were like guarding it. And they had like, they were like skater, like, don't you take pictures? And they were being all like tough. And I couldn't tell how old they were. They were like 16 or something, but they were real skate. Like one kid had a shirt with all weed on it. And like, I was like, this is funny. This is
Maybe
hilarious.
it's like a time machine to the 90s or something.
It totally fucking was.
Going back into the portal.
I swear to God, it was hilarious. But anyways, another topic. I interviewed Mike Mitchell on my podcast like last month, right? From This Is the Thing.
Oh, yeah, those guys.
Yeah, and I asked him, I was like, who did the theme song? What's it called? Jesus is from Steel Town.
Yeah, that's
and he said, yeah, and he said, I'm like, who wrote that? Because that's pretty funny. He's like, BA Johnston. And I'm like, I've never heard of him before. And then he messaged me and he goes, tell him about the Steel Town. I'm like, hold my it connected. And I was like, oh. So you're the guy who wrote the main.
Well, yeah, it was this old song that I had. They just said they wanted it.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
No, it was good. It was good. I guess I have a little part on their TV show or something.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
They're great guys.
No, they seem like great people for sure. And it was a fun day filming as an actor. It was good.
Yeah.
Playing myself.
There's not much to do during COVID. At least I like it that people are doing stuff.
No, it's good. I mean, for sure. I had a TV show on the same Bell 5 thing they did. So it was cool to see. I guess I don't like Bell much, but they do throw a bit of money at community programming, which is nice.
The Ham Jam show?
Yes.
Yeah. How long did you do that for?
A long time, it felt. The people that made it are very perfectionist people, so they would take like 5 hours to film a sign.
Holy.
So it took a while.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have it anymore.
I mean, they would get the right shot, but I'd be like, if it was me, I'd be like, ma'am, we're done, cut. But I kept saying cut, and they kept telling me to shut up because they didn't get it right. Yeah, like, we clearly have it by now. They'd be like, BA, be quiet.
That's fun. So what was on your show? What was your show like? Do you singing, videos?
No, it was just like a love letter to Hamilton, basically. So there was a couple episodes about submarine sandwiches. There was an episode about steel mills. There was an episode that my brother got drunk and yelled at Christian Slater, but now he denies it. So we reenacted that.
He did?
The result is, yes, 2 of the 3 brothers think that he yelled at Christian Slater. So I'm going to say.
What did he say?
Later, Slater. And told him that he started praising him, but because he was drunk, he eventually started saying that he was terrible. He does this thing where he's, I love you, man. I hate you, man. That's kind of his drunken He loved Christian Slater, then hated Christian Slater, and then yelled at him from a cab. Later, Slater. He denies it now. He says it didn't happen.
Like Christian Slater was just in his view, so he just attacked him.
There's a whole story. Christian Slater was filming a movie at my mom's church, which is true. So my mom knew he was in town. Told us that she thought he was going to Solanche's, which was an Irish pub, kind of like the East Side Mario's of Irish dining. So we knew he was going to be there. So I think maybe that's why we went there, but we were also pretty drunk, so no one knows why any of this happened. And it also happened 20 years ago, so memories are foggy.
Oh my God. Are you Irish?
No, maybe. I don't know. We're super Canadian. We're just Canadian mods, I think, in my family. So maybe, probably some Irish.
Yeah. I know. I asked my dad, I'm like, what are we? He's like, Canadian.
Yeah, I mean, you look front and back or something else, but I don't know what it is.
I don't know what you are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So how have you been keeping like during this whole time? Like, are you writing new music? Are you just trying to?
It's a bit of a roller coaster ride of productivity, wallowing in pity, eating, Betty Crocker cake kind of stuff. I'll like do stuff and then I'll get sad.
Yeah.
Then I'll do more. So then I'll realize I need money because like some of the support programs I don't qualify for. So I kind of have to do weird hustly things. And
I know.
It's bad, I guess. Like I'll be happier when it's done.
Yeah, hopefully, I don't know when it's gonna be done, but hopefully fucking soon. Oh, I can't hear anything.
People again. Sorry. Oh, it's coming back.
Oh,
Staying or internet. I'm sorry. I lost you for a couple seconds.
that's okay. So well, let's, it's been kind of crazy. I understand. Like for artists especially, I can't imagine um surviving during this shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've been really lucky compared to probably a lot of people. Like my fans have been very supportive.
Have they? Yeah.
And every other way, like they've watched the live streams. They bought a lot of merch. I did this songogram thing, and a lot of people got songograms. And then the backyard shows was a huge lifesaver for me. I mean, money wise. So
Yeah.
I've been fine, but I look at a lot of other people that, I mean, they've kind of fallen off the radar, and you don't know if they're coming back to
Yeah.
in arts anymore this far down the line, right?
I know. I think someone with your kind of humor, you kind of like, do you seem to like just like go off, like shoot from the hip, and just whenever you're feeling it, you're like, I'm gonna do a live feed, or I'm gonna do this, and people just love seeing you because you're entertaining and funny, right? Like, so it's
Yeah. I mean, I'm more of a businessman, so I'm like, here's the
Are you?
demographic numbers of when people will watch the live stream, and I'll do very few of them to milk every dollar I can get out of the live stream.
Oh yeah, because you can't. That's what they do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, I did one for charity, so then I feel good. I pat myself on the back for that. But
What
yeah,
charity?
no,
Oh, what charities do you?
food bank, Hamilton,
Oh, food bank.
and Saskatoon Food Bank. I did it
Oh, that's cool.
because I couldn't do. I usually do like a Christmas food drive show, and then I couldn't do it, so I did it on the internet, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's good. It's good
Yeah.
to do something for a good cause.
Yeah, I can't always keep all the money as much as I want all the money. Sometimes you got to give other people money.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It's good to give back.
Yeah,
It feels good to do that.
I felt good.
Yeah. And it makes people happy. But so if I wanted you to play in my driveway, how much would it be to have BA Johnston play a show?
It really depends on my mood, how far it's going to be. Like sometimes I'm feeling desperate for money, so I feel like I undercut my prices.
Mm,
It's around $200.
$200?
So yeah, around there.
How far will you travel?
Far, like I did Quebec last summer. I did
Oh,
like up by Cobalt Eagles Cliff, so north of North Bay, 2 hours. Sudbury was supposed to do the Sioux, but it got canceled. And I did like Ottawa, Kingston. Like I went around. I got out there.
mm-hmm. What are some of your favorite spots in Canada?
I just miss being able to go to all the different places, really.
So you're not like, you don't have a particular.
I just don't like driving in the mountains. That's my only thing. I like the mountains, but I don't want to drive in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, I like it all, really.
Yeah.
I like the prairies because I find that the driving is easy because I'm never scared because there's nothing there. And the people are nice. The people is terrible, but I think Winnipeg's fun. Like it's all pretty good. Thunder Bay is kind of a good time.
Thunder Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only there for one night, but it's always fun for 12 hours. They got these Finnish pancake things that are delicious. These Persian donuts. There's lots of things I miss the food and eating all the different treats.
Yeah. Okay. So what has the best food?
Well, it's also different, Like I like going to Vancouver to eat like sushi and stuff like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Because it's so good and I can eat it all the time. And then
I want sushi.
Yeah, food's good everywhere.
Okay, sushi's like
Calgary has a really Szechuan restaurant I really like, and the best breakfast in the country's in Calgary at the Blackfoot Diner. And then Montreal.
Have you ever been to one? Have you ever been to a breakfast diner where they give you like a lot of bacon?
Yeah.
Where it's like, or well, what?
I don't need. I think I gotta watch my figure. I can't be eating all that bacon.
I'll eat like a fucking pound of it.
It's delicious. I don't cook that. I don't like. That's why I don't need the temptation.
Yeah.
And if I want to give you a lot of it, it's never cooked correctly. They're always like, "Here's a ton of bacon. Half of it is burnt, half of it is soggy. Enjoy." And you're like,
I don't like my bacon soggy. Right. Soggy bacon is not. I think it's a crime. It's a crime.
Yeah, just cook it. It
Just
doesn't
cook
need to
it.
look like this.
Exactly. When it's like dangles, I
No,
don't
I
like it.
remember staying at someone's house and they cooked all this bacon, but they were vegetarian. And I just brought bacon. I didn't know they were vegetarian, and they cooked it, but they just kind of simmered it briefly, so it was just like raw bacon because they never ate it. So I had to be like, "Thank you," but
Ew.
not good.
Well, when you go to a restaurant, okay, say you're at a restaurant somewhere in like Winnipeg or something, or wherever, are there things that you judge their food on? Like how well their food is? Like if they have shitty gravy, I won't go back to that restaurant ever again.
I mean,
Is
I'm
that
only in
weird?
these places for like one night, so if it's a swing and a
True.
miss, I'm not coming back. Like you got. But if you get it right, you have a loyal customer. Because I'm also a real creature of habit. I'll go to the same restaurant, and do the same things over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So get it right, I
Get it
guess.
right.
Who messes up gravy?
Oh, I've surprisingly a lot of people.
Get it
But
right.
if the gravy's amazing, I will remember that place for the
Yeah.
rest of my life.
It seems like it's like when pizza is bad, I'm always so surprised. It's like,
How do you fuck up pizza?
how do you mess? But so many people do.
How could you? I know.
Bad crust, that weird, yeah, cheese. Ugh.
Or like not enough sauce,
Yeah, get it
or
right.
like not enough cheese. The pepperoni's under the cheese.
No, you need it
That's
on top to get all crispy.
that's a crime. If you put the pepperoni under the cheese, that is not right.
No, who does? Why even sell pizza?
Yeah. Why? Seriously.
I'm pretty judgy with food. I mean, when you're on tour, food is the one treat because
Mm-hmm.
everything else is very the same. You're just going to go to a bar, you're going to go to a hotel or a couch. It's always the same thing. So the food is the only thing that really changes.
Mm-hmm.
I think for a lot of musicians, it becomes kind of well, for me anyway, it's important because it's the only thing I got to look forward to aside from going to the bar every night forever.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of people that buy you drinks and stuff when you're performing? They're like, "Hey, do a shot." No?
Shots are problematic. No, they buy me drinks, too many drinks because
Right.
I want the bar to make money, so I'll let them buy me drinks. But now I'm just leaving drinks around.
Or like just pour them on your face.
Yeah, I'll do like like just a pour, like because I don't want to drink that much wild turkey because I have to do it again. That's the problem. Is everyone else are hungover and they sleep, but I have to like get up and drive for 5 hours.
Yeah, so that's got to be tough.
Manageable.
Yeah, that's got to be, especially as we get older. Like I can't, like I used to drink like a fish and not even feel it, and then now I'm like, 2 beers in, and
still can drink. My drinking skills are still good, but I don't want to push my luck too much. And I'm more tired as a driver, and I'm blind now, so I need to be more focused on what I'm doing.
So you drive yourself? It's just you?
Just me.
It's just you. Do you have CAA?
Oh yeah, of course.
Have you ever had I don't know, some sort of thing where you're like, oh fuck, I'm stuck on the side of the road in the middle of.
Yeah, that's when you first start touring, your vehicles are all terrible, so they break all the time. Now I kind of need them to work, so my vehicles are slightly less terrible. But yeah, like I used to tour in 20-year-old minivans that I got I never wanted to pay more than $2,000 for a car. And I would drive them across the country. So like every day would be like, if you break down here, here's what you do. Like I'd have a breakdown plan.
Cool. Yeah, because it's just you.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have a cell phone for a long time too. So you break down before cell phones was crazy because you have to like hitchhike or flag cars down. And
you've done that?
Oh yeah.
Oh really, eh? You've had yeah.
You don't have much choice. I mean, especially because there's some places still out west in the mountains where they don't have very good cell reception. So my starter died in like Weimer or something in the top of a mountain cliff, and I had to like get a guy and be like, "Can you call CAA in the next town?" And then I got nervous and hitchhiked and passed CAA and had to get out and hitchhike back to my car. And then dude was banging on my starter with like a wrench, and then it worked. And I drove away.
No way, it worked.
Yeah. I didn't stop my car. I had to just drive and be like, every time I turned it off, can I turn my car back on? Because no one had a starter until, I don't know, 2 days later. I got one in Vancouver or something.
Holy shit, eh? That's fun.
Fun times.
Those are fun times. Have you ever seen animals on the road?
Oh, yeah, tons.
Yeah. My friends in Crazy Town hit a moose.
You don't want to hit a moose.
Yeah, the moose flew out of the car. Went, their first time in Canada. Like,
oh, I think I saw that maybe. Yeah, no, moose are very scary and you can die and they will destroy your car.
They didn't even have a broken bone on their body. They were so lucky.
Oh, yeah, totally. No, I mean, Thunder Bay, Newfoundland, a lot of moose. I yell at moose sometimes. I think the beauty of my cars is just so slow going up the hill that I get to drop to 60 and then I can see the moose and I'll be like, get off the road. And then they look
Get off the road. What do you say?
Get off the road. Buddy, it's not safe.
Do they listen? They're like, yeah, shut up, BA.
Whatever, old man. Keep driving.
This is my territory, bitch. No,
yeah,
I shouldn't swear.
They don't get off the road, no.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to check the time. Okay. That's crazy. I love hearing these stories about traveling around Canada. Because I don't know, I think Canada is such a beautiful place. I've been to the States, but Canada has so much culture and different spots.
Yeah. The States does too, but I guess Canada's home, you know?
Well, have you ever been to a gas station in the States compared to Canada? Like their gas stations, you can get anything.
I know. I love the States. I do all my tours and I drive home through the States if I go out west. I never drive back through Canada.
It's crazy. They have these cookies. They're not cooked. And they're like, you know, you could buy cookies that are like cakes. You could buy donuts and like
combos. I eat those little press snacks all day.
It's insane.
Plus they have better roads.
They do have better roads.
So yeah, Canada, you need to step up your road game because their roads are so much better. So much better.
Yeah. The States are fun. Yeah, well, I don't know. Thanks for talking to me.
My pleasure.
And are you writing new songs, did you say? Or
yeah, I have a new record. I'm recording it. It was supposed to be recorded. This is like the 5th rescheduling, but it's supposed to be recorded in June. It's called Werewolves of London, Ontario. It's coming out on Transistor 66 Records, hopefully, eventually.
What's that about? What's the title mean?
I just really like the song Werewolves of London. I can't get to Werewolves of London, Ontario, then I can use it because it's fair use parody. It's kind of.
That's cool.
For 35 minutes.
Do you think it should be a little longer? Or? Well,
no,
I want to.
It's like if you got more to talk about, talk.
Okay.
But it doesn't really matter. Content. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and let you guys do your thing.
Mute yourself. Okay, so did I? My friend messaged me on a post that I did on my Viz Show, and he actually drew a picture of you.
I think I saw that.
I sent it to you. He's been Charles. He's in Charles and the Trainwreck. It's a punk band. Catherine? What's that?
Any Catherines or something?
Yeah. So he got into art because of this whole thing. So he's been posting pictures of different artists, and then there's one of you, and it says Chud on your hat.
Yeah.
We'll have to post it, but I thought it was pretty cool that he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny what people are picking up during this COVID thing. They start doing all these different things like sewing or baking. I baked. Oh fuck. I've made banana bread like 50 times.
I started making some pretty crazy stuff for me. Definitely.
What'd you make?
I made tamales. Was probably the craziest for me. Like for me to make. Just it's crazy that I would make tamales because I think I ate them once like 10 years ago and was like, I want a tamale, and then got all this stuff and got corn husks and made them, and
What are they? They're like
kind of different thing. I wanted the Mississippi tamale, which is like basically cornmeal simmered with like meat, and then you simmer it in a hot sauce.
Oh,
it's pretty good.
Have you ever had fried green tomatoes?
I'm not a big tomato guy.
No,
they look good to be fried, but I've never had them. My mother loves fried green tomatoes. I've seen her eat them many times.
Really? Like the movie? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for being on the show. And I love it when it pauses and freezes on certain things. thing. Yeah, thank you for doing this.
Oh, my pleasure.
Good luck on the in the bed and breakfast.
Oh yeah, it's good. I gotta get some more biscuits. I got the biscuit there to remind me to buy more for breakfast. So
I look forward to seeing your live streams and stuff like that. So I'll keep an eye out.
cool. Sounds good. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Take care.